Job done for the Magpies. Nick Dacos with a 3-goal, 37 game.
G'day guys, Nate here coming at you with the round 16 review of Collingwood's 34-point win over Richmond, Saturday twilight MCG, 4:15 p.m. start. Just over 62,000 at the MCG. It sounded like 6,000 people at the MCG. I'm calling out the fans for this one. Not just Richmond fans, but for Collingwood fans as well. Get on your feet, celebrate it. Even though it's a 34-point win over Richmond, 17th place side. It was 11th v 17th. Not the prettiest of wins, but we do move on. It's just the fan base, the cheer squad, or whatever. What the hell happened there? Now, just an apology as well. I thought this was a Richmond home game. For the entire week, I thought this was a Richmond home game because we played Melbourne, King's birthday, that was a home game. Port Adelaide last week, that was a home game. And then we got this, 3 home games in a row. I just spoiled for 3 home games in a row. But I thought, when I turned on the TV and I saw Richmond in the white shorts and then Collingwood in their full home gear, I'm like, oh no. So during the first quarter, I actually changed my thumbnails for the preview in the team selections final word video to reflect Collingwood as the home side, even though in my preview and also my Instagram post on Monday, highlighting that Collingwood was the away team. I just had to make that change, bit of OCD, bit of Moz about that one. A bit of Moz in this game as well. I had mates texting me at halftime saying Collingwood had the game won and sewn up, and I just thought, no, this is Collingwood here. It's not over until it's over, and just seeing what happens from there. We were up by 33 points at halftime, and it's disappointing we couldn't kick on after halftime. Unlike the VFL, who dominated, winning by 70 points in Bundoora, it's just this win. It's 2 wins in a row, back-to-back wins for the first time since April. Beating Carlton, then Essendon for Anzac Day. It's 2 bottom 4 sides here, even though Port Adelaide had a very good win last night against Adelaide for Showdown 60. Are these the sort of wins that make me convinced that we're going to take it to Gold Coast up there? Most likely not. I still think, and Jason Dunstall pointed this out perfectly towards the end of this game, was for Collingwood, they're a middle of the road side. I'm not saying this verbatim or word for word from Jason Dunstall, but what he said perfectly was that Collingwood will take it to any team on their day, and that's what we're relying on at this point. Gold Coast up there, North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium, then Carlton on a Saturday night at the MCG. 3 teams near us on the ladder, 9th to 12th spot. We're either 2 points above them or 2 points beneath them. So we win, we go above them, we lose, they push on above us. And we are still that middle of the road side. I think it's 1 draw, 7 or 8 losses against teams above us. 7 losses to be exact for teams above us, and 7 wins against teams all beneath us. So we haven't proven anything just yet. It's just wins on the board. We stood here with very little to gain, but a lot to lose. So I'd rather the 2 wins. 26 points, 34 points. They're not perfect wins. They're not wins that put teams on notice, but they're wins in the end. But just in regards to the game, there's not really a lot to talk about. It's just one good quarter. That's second quarter. An even first quarter. We lost the third quarter and we just won the final quarter. But the second quarter, 6 goals to 1 in that second quarter. That 1 goal for Richmond was a Collingwood turnover. And that's the thing right there. It was disappointing that we didn't attack the corridor as much compared to last week. And every time we made that mistake using the corridor, it's like, okay, we're not going to use the corridor again. It's just, we become timid. We will make these simple mistakes. So that's what we need to get rid of. Just take the game on. Be bold. Be brave. We've got to be brave against these teams above us and against Gold Coast, North Melbourne, Carlton. And if we're brave against those sides, fortune favours the brave. We can get those wins, 1 or 2 wins, perfectly 3 if we can. Then we take on Adelaide, Geelong, Brisbane, Hawthorn, teams in the top 6, teams who are going to be playing finals. It's going to be like a mini final series in a month's time. So got to get these wins, be bold and brave and be daring as well. But just with this Collingwood v Richmond game, as a neutral, I understand if you fell asleep. I do apologise for that. The showdown was much better. But just, for Collingwood's sake, yes, it was a bad game in terms of efficiency by foot and particularly by hand. We have got to be the worst handballing side in the competition, not just the way we handball it. And even if it's a perfect handball, whoever receives it, drops it or fumbles it, the way we handball it off and fumbling it and whatnot, it's just very disappointing. And 34-point win would have been a whole lot more, not just for skills around the ground, but set shots and accuracy in front of goal. 106 points, great. Second time this year we've done it, but yeah, 34 points. It's not a lot to really celebrate or scream about. But I will say this: any fan that says we don't deserve to celebrate this or whatever, fuck off. Just fuck off. Right? I had a few comments on my YouTube Shorts last night. Fuck off. All right. No, you do not gatekeep how I want to celebrate or how we go about this win. All right. Get the 4 points. We move on. I wouldn't say this is a 4 points or get the 4 points and run sort of thing. That implies we didn't deserve the win. We deserved the win. We were the better side for 4 quarters, even though it was very patchy. It's just, yeah, don't tell me how to or how not to celebrate these sort of wins, all right? Just move on, push on. Back to back wins. We got Gold Coast, North Melbourne, Carlton. I'd like to win 2 or 3 of those games, and then we can actually celebrate with anyone gatekeeping about it. But just with the team stats here, not a lot to really write home about. But disposals, we won +7, -14 for contested possessions, though. So fair play to Richmond. They weren't fully daring or fully, not guns blazing or anything like that. It was much better defensive setup for Richmond, and also their attacking game was much better. You can't have one without the other, though. So they had that happy medium, and I think they'll take this sort of performance despite a 34-point loss. Bad second quarter, but it is what it is. Losing the hitouts, Darcy Cameron up against Nan Curvis and Noah Bolter, -1 for clearances. It's basically another break even in terms of clearances. However, it's Richmond. Why are we losing clearances -1 or breaking even in centre clearances, -1 for stoppage clearances? We got Gold Coast, who on paper have a damaging or dangerous midfield, but stats say otherwise. I'll talk about that in the preview to that game. +7 for marks inside 50, 20 marks inside 50, which I will take. It's just the set shot accuracy and where we're taking these marks as well. Out on the flanks, 45, 50 metres out sort of thing, and it's a long shot at goal, and these are the reasons why we can't put on a decent score or be very accurate in front of goals, unfortunately. +5 for inside 50s. The efficiency inside 50 was massive point of difference in this game, particularly for Richmond's sake. Just that final kick inside 50 for Richmond. It was a direct turnover when it was a quick kick, or it's a high kick in hope inside 50, and Billy Frampton was all over it. But 55.4% efficiency inside 50 for us. It's building that efficiency inside 50, so I'll take that. And 26% for goal efficiency for the game. So 56 inside 50s for 15 goals. You need it to be at 25% at the bare minimum to be challenging the top side. So goal efficiency inside 50, I'll take it. +24 for tackles as well. It's not displayed, but you can never fault Collingwood's efforts for their tackling around the ground. We did lose the tackles inside 50 though, 7-10, so Richmond +3 in that area, but no tackles inside 50 for the second half for any team. So that probably explains the lack of intensity and pressure in the second half. And +28 for marks around the ground, 122-94. Again, we'll take it. Again, it's against Richmond, 17th place side, bottom 2 side. So you get the win, you move on. It's nothing exciting, but there are some areas of our game where you can give them a thumbs up or a tick of the box. Other areas, not so much, but hopefully it's an area of improvement that we improve on against Gold Coast. Otherwise, yeah, we've got our work cut out for us up there. Just with some player stats as well. Nick Dacos, player of the match for me, 37 disposals, 3 goals, 14 score involvements, 9 inside 50 entries, and 7 clearances. 84% disposal efficiency as well. Josh Dacos starting to find the footy a lot more, 29 disposals, running out games as well. That's good to see. 12 score involvements, 6 intercepts, and 9 marks. It might look like junk time possessions for Josh Dacos, but we need Josh Dacos firing in the final quarters of these tight games and teams against Gold Coast and North and Carlton and teams in the top 6 as well. We need Josh Dacos firing in final quarters and just for the entire game as well, for that matter. So Josh Dacos slowly getting back into form right there. Jordan De Goey continuing on his fine form, 27 disposals, a goal, 13 score involvements, 7 inside 50s, 3 clearances. He can do no wrong at the moment. He's in the 20-1 club. I will highlight this a little bit later. Lockie Schultz, 4 goals, 16 disposals, 7 score involvements, 3 tackles. That dust up with Dan McStay at 3/4 time. We'll find out a little bit more about that, but not a good look. Lockie Schultz basically playing the Jamie Elliott role right now, that lead out, small forward. He'll play whatever role he's been given, and it's clear that Craig McRae wants him playing the Jamie Elliott role. I don't think he's suited for it, but yeah, it's working so far. He's kicking goals. That's all that matters. Dan Houston, 28 disposals, finding the footy in this game, at least 1 goal as well. Good goal in the second quarter. 11 marks, 7 score involvements, and 7 intercepts. Jack Crisp quietly had a good game, 26 disposals, 8 marks, 9 score involvements, 6 intercepts, 4 rebound 50s as well. Ed Allen, I think he was playing on Toronto, but he had a decent game. I don't want him playing as a hard tagger, just someone that can learn from the opposition's best midfielder. Toronto had 26 disposals and 4 goals. So in terms of tagging or playing a run with role, bit of a fail. But Ed Allen, 17 disposals, 9 tackles. Yeah, a club high 9 tackles for this game. 5 score involvements, 3 inside 50s, and 4 clearances. Just needs to be playing every single game, Ed Allen. So I'm happy with this sort of performance. And then you got guys like Lipinski and Frampton, where they're probably not in your best 5 or 6 or 7 players for this game, but I will mention them. Lipinski, 16 disposals, 2 goals, 10 score involvements, and 3 inside 50s. Thumbs up performance for him in this game. Frampton, 14 disposals, 7 marks, 6 intercepts, and 4 rebound 50s. Held the back line down, and any sort of one-on-one contest he was able to win. Just that, the counter attack from Richmond, that's what got him flustered. Besides that, no fault in Frampton's game here. And I've got Bo McCreary here, not in terms of best players, but I just wanted to highlight it. 10 disposals, 6 tackles, 7 score involvements, 4 inside 50s, and 2 clearances. A bit of junk time about it, but I wouldn't drop him for Gold Coast. I think there's a few other players who had worse performances and players who I think would be on a bit of notice in terms of their performances since the bye. But I wouldn't be making wholesale changes for Gold Coast. Keep a stable lineup. Call up whoever you need. Angus Anderson, best on ground in the VFL, clearly deserves a recall. But other players as well, I wouldn't be making wholesale changes unless Braden Maynard comes back in. If Will Hayes is fit and available, and you really need pace in the forward line, then maybe Will Hayes. But there's at least 2 changes right there if Maynard's fit and firing or fit and available. And Angus Anderson, for his performance against Richmond in the VFL, that's not just earning a recall, that's banging the door down saying, hey, Craig, put me back in the AFL side or else. I just wanted to touch on Jordan De Goey, the 20-1 club. I posted this on Instagram last week. I'm going to highlight this here for this video because 13 AFL players this year are averaging 20 disposals a game and 1 goal a game from at least 10 games played. And Nick Dacos and Jordan De Goey are one of those, or 2 of those players. Only Collingwood and Sydney can say they've got at least 2 or more players averaging 20 disposals and a goal a game. So that's good to see for us. And it also goes to show that we've got the weapons and the players to say, hey, we can still challenge the best sides. And we can't be wasting Jordan De Goey and Nick Dacos. They're peak forms right now. Jordan De Goey averaging 21 disposals a game, a goal a game. Nick Dacos, 35 disposals. It's just bullshit how good he is. And Jordan De Goey, it's good to see with his form. And he also got concussed in gathered rounds. So take out that game, his stats go up a little bit more. 3 Collingwood wins for our Saturdays. The VFLW winning by 27 points. Collingwood's VFL side winning by 70 points. And Collingwood's AFL side winning by 34 points. I said we'd win by 32 points. We got that happy medium. It's another one of those wins against Richmond where it's not the perfect, prettiest win, but it's a 5-goal win, give or take a few points or whatever. We take it, we move on. Back-to-back wins. Gold Coast up there. They're playing Freo today over there, Optus Stadium. I think there's a bit of a boil over for that one. But I think Gold Coast will get some sort of form back, and we just know Gold Coast will play above their ladder position against us. But give the video a like, comment your thoughts in this game, areas of improvement, what you liked about this game, what you didn't like about this game, possible selection changes for next week. Share the video, recommend it, subscribe if you're not already. The road to 1,000 subscribers is on for this year. Besides that, I'll leave you guys all to it. I hope you guys had a good weekend, or are having a good weekend so far. 3 Collingwood wins on Saturday. It's a good weekend by default. Please be well, please be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Up the Pies.